It's been an incredibly sad day and a day of mourning for the hockey world and the sporting world as a whole, as Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau tragically passed away on Thursday night. I'm going to read directly from the Associated Press so that everybody watching and listening this video has all of the details of the events that unfolded on Thursday. So this is from the AP. NHL player Johnny Gaudreau and his younger brother were killed Thursday night when they were hit by a suspected drunken driver while riding bicycles in their home state of New Jersey, police said. Gaudreau, 31, and brother Matthew, 29, are Carneys Point, New Jersey natives and were in the area for their sister Katie's wedding scheduled for Friday in Philadelphia, at which they were to be groomsmen. New Jersey State Police said Friday the Gaudreau brothers were cycling on a road when a man driving in the same direction attempted to pass two other vehicles and struck them from behind, causing fatal injuries. Police said the driver, Sean M. Higgins, was suspected of being under the influence of alcohol and charged with 2 counts of death by auto and jailed at the Salem County Correctional Facility. And when this news was confirmed on Friday morning, the NHL, the National Hockey League, released a statement, and I'll read that in part here. The National Hockey League family is shocked and saddened by the tragic passing of Columbus Blue Jackets forward Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matthew. While Johnny's infectious spirit for the game and show-stopping skills on the ice earned him the nickname Johnny Hockey, he was more than just a dazzling hockey player. He was a doting father and beloved husband, son, brother, and teammate who endeared himself to every person fortunate enough to have crossed his path. He'll be remembered fondly in Calgary, where he played his first 9 seasons with the Flames from 13 to 22, emerging as one of the league's brightest young stars while compiling the franchise's 5th highest career points total. Johnny and Matthew will be mourned at Boston College, where they were teammates the year Johnny won the Hobey Baker Award in 13-14, and at Gloucester Catholic High School in New Jersey, where they both played and where Matthew was the head coach following his own 5-year pro playing career. We send our most heartfelt condolences to his wife Meredith, their children Noah and Johnny, his parents Guy and Jane, and sisters Kristen and Katie. And we grieve alongside his teammates, members of the Blue Jackets and Flames organizations, with his many friends in hockey and countless fans around the world for whom he created indelible memories on and off the ice. And fans have gathered outside of Nationwide Arena in Columbus, where the Blue Jackets played, and created their own memorial service where they're offering thoughts and prayers to the Gaudreau family. And the same thing has happened in Calgary outside of the Saddle Dome, where the Flames play, where fans have also gathered there. And today, so many people are sharing so many great memories about Johnny and Matthew. And I want to talk about some of these stories that have been going around about Johnny in particular. And obviously, a lot of people are sharing the 2022 playoffs, Game 7, overtime game winner against the Dallas Stars, and the amount of joy that brought to the city of Calgary, that series win that year. Another story that was passed around by a Twitter user was Jess wrote, one of my favorite Gaudreau stories is how he tried to deposit his first game check in an ATM, and Kevin Hayes was like, no, bud, that's not how it works. And also, there's another Kevin Hayes related memory, a person who's mourning extra today because of how close he was and the amount of tragedy that Kevin Hayes has faced recently. There's a video of Johnny Gaudreau dancing on Brady Tkachuk's shoulders at Kevin Hayes' wedding. And it's not just Johnny. There's been plenty of great stories about Matthew as well, and the amount of great work he's done as a high school head coach, being a pro player and then going to coach high school. It's such a great thing he did for the community there. And it just speaks to these stories that are coming out about them and the amount of impact they've had. And I didn't even mention how Johnny Gaudreau was the first person to step up and support Patrik Laine when he was going through his troubles with the player assistance program, and also pledged to donate money to the charity that Laine was supporting. And these two brothers, they were so good for the family ethos of hockey. That is what they were all about. The Gaudreau family always appeared so close-knit, and that's why this is such a tragedy for them and for the hockey world. And even Johnny Gaudreau leaving Calgary for Columbus, The reason he did that was for family. He left Calgary so he could be closer to home in New Jersey, and he received so much criticism for leaving a team in Calgary who had just went to the second round, and now he's leaving to go to Columbus, a team that wasn't very good at the time, and a lot of people questioned it, but he was always adamant about how it was to be close to family. And that's the legacy these two brothers are going to leave behind here. And it's for the Columbus organization as a whole, it's been just a tragic few years because they also lost goaltender Matiss Kivlenieks a few years ago. I'll read directly from the news article that was out then in the Associated Press. Goaltender Matiss Kivlenieks died in July 2021 when he was struck in the chest by a firework while attending the wedding of then Blue Jackets goaltending coach Manny Legacy's daughter in Michigan. So tragedy has befallen this organization the last handful of years, and I can't even begin to fathom what it's like to be going through that on their side. And now a family is going to grow up without a husband, a brother, a son, and kids are going to grow up without their dad. And it's extremely tragic, and it's such a senseless act and such a reckless tragedy. And I just want to come on here as somebody who's lost people close to me in my life, that life is very precious. It's very fragile, and it's never worth it to drive recklessly to get somewhere or get behind a wheel to drive drunk, which seems, it's ridiculous. I'm just parroting everything that everybody's saying today about don't drive drunk, but it seems ridiculous that we have to still say this in 2024. But there are people out there who make decisions like that, and it's never worth it. It's never right. It's a stupid decision, and we've lost two great human beings because of it. And as I said, a family has lost many things to them in Johnny and Matthew, and I just offer my sincerest condolences to the Gaudreau family, and I hope people continue to share the great stories of the Gaudreau brothers and the amazing legacy that they've left behind. And through this game of hockey, we got two great people in Johnny and Matthew, and I'm happy for all that they've contributed to this game and to this world. And it's an awful tragedy that they are now gone from it way too soon. So hug your loved ones tonight, and every night and every day and every moment you can. Like I said, life is very precious and very fragile. Take care. Good night from Toronto.